You know where we're going to start doing it, Jeff? Where we pick the people that get to help us at the Comicon Harmontown show.
Oh, shit. Wait, are you talking about the one July 22nd?
At the... What theater? At the Balboa Theater?
At the Balboa Theater?
The one who apparently our ticket sales are so shit that we have to shoehorn this into our own show?
Apparently the show that's got showrunners so worried that they're calling Steve Levy and saying, you guys got to sell tickets or we're going to have to nix this whole thing.
Not me, showrunner.
Not showrun, like the ones that run the shows having. What do they call them? Stage peoples. Right?
Stage peoples.
Stage peoples?
Stage peoples.
Oh, yeah. Big time. You know what else happens?
Wait, how many seats is the Balboa Theater, Steve Levy?
So many.
1,000? Oh, we can do 1,000 on our fucking heads.
I mean, we don't even have to, but we aren't even doing not even 1,000.
How much? What's the ticket price at the Balboa Theater?
$24.
$24?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it, don't go.
That's
too much.
That's a lot of money.
That's their problem. It should be
here.
fucking. I would say 12 tops.
I would say your $10 here is a little unfair. I think you're getting ripped off a little bit, to the tune of $2 to $4. I would call this a $8 to $6
Also,
show.
at Comicon, you're going to be
Steve's shaking his head.
$24. You have to be in San Diego, which is you should have to get $24 back just for entering San Diego.
That is true.
It sucks. It's a terrible city.
We're smart people. We can figure this out.
Have you tried Mexican food in San Diego? You think it would be great. It's right by it. It's right by Mexico.
Yeah.
And you'd be fucked if you can get a fucking proper taco without leaving you have to get out of San Diego to get Mexican food.
You'd be fucked.
Huh?
If you try to get a taco.
Yeah.
You're going to the wrong places. You're going to the wrong places. South is
Look. Yes,
all bad.
I know the San Diego people here. We'll meet after the show. You tell me where to go get tacos, and I will tell you that it's not in San Diego. You're just outside of town. You have to get out. You have to go it's not a walk from Comicon. You have to get into a car to get fucking food there.
Let's find out. Let's ask ourselves.
I'm saying don't go to Comicon. Don't go to the Balboa Theater on July 22nd. I don't think you have the guts to prove me wrong.
I guess there's that.
I've been to your shitty town.
I'd say, let's figure out if this is a $10 show.
Every guy has a wallet chain.
Well, we'll give out free prizes at the Comicon.
If you're walking into an establishment and the bouncer has a wallet chain on, you're in a terrible place.
Let's figure out if this
barbed wire tattoos. Nope.
If this is a $10 show,
no.
Then we just need to figure out what a $12 show is, which is as easy as raising this one 20% in terms of quality, and then doubling that for San Diego.
Right.
That's all I wanted to say for
5 hours.
What's that?
We go for 5 hours.
I don't think that increases the value of our show.
I will have no respect for anybody that pays to see our show in San Diego. I will be mad at everybody that comes there and has put down $24 at the Balboa Theater on July 22nd. And not just because Dan and I are going to do an all-nude review to start the show. I'm saying that's not a reason to go see it.
And we'd also be really mad if you made a website using Squarespace. Even though they use an intuitive design that works across all platforms.
Also, maybe you live in LA, all you people here. Maybe driving down to San Diego, don't listen to audible.com. I don't care how reasonable the prices are to listen to your favorite novels online.
Or even if you get a free book with sign up.
Yeah, I know. And I don't care if you're wearing my undies, the softest underwear.
Well, who needs books anyway? When you know, it's like all you people out there with your stupid Warby Parker glasses, which we also don't want you to get, and when you get them, don't use them to look at fullscreen.com's content. And
even though it only costs as much as a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee.
A cup of giant coffee a month. Yeah.
For a month.
But I think the reverse thing has to work. But I think you have to say to them like, don't come, or if you do, I'll kiss you to death.
Will it be on CSO?
The Comicon show? No, it won't. You won't be able to see it. You know what we should do? We should not record it.
Oh shit!
Master Blaster, run, Bartertown! No more pig shit!
Fuel! Are you threatening our audience?
That's right. Drive to San Diego and give us $24.
I want everyone to prove me. Someone take me to get to the best taco place in San Diego, so I can not be mad at San Diego.
Tacos El Gordo.
Tacos El Gordo.
Tacos what?
El Gordo.
Eduardo.
El Gordo.
El Duardo. El Guardo.
I'll tell you after the show.
El Guardo.
El Gordo. Gordo. Fat. Gordo. Gordo.
El
Fat.
Gordo.
Yeah.
Fatty tacos.
Something like that.
All right.
Who's like who's a huge
me.
Who's a huge Harmontown fan and like maybe I don't know. Well, I was gonna say has like a degree in marketing, but maybe in your own head you do. Like you think you know. Like you're sitting here, a young lady raised her hand there. Like would you like to come up and just? No, you don't want to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Wait, we'll keep him in mind. We'll put him on deck.
She's charging the stage. I love it.
Yeah. What's your name? Savannah.
Savannah, have a seat. Grab a mic.
I think they're. Oh, here. Here, you
Get
use
her a
this.
mic.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. I switched mics for those of you in the control booth.
If you like Savannah, you can pull
Oh
off
no,
the
you
stand.
can sit and here. Let's get rid of this. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Why is that there? It's made of pennies. Did you ever throw away pennies when you're cleaning your office or your room
Yeah, I
or
can't
something?
be bothered to like organize things, so I just throw it all in a
Do you ever
bag.
throw away books?
Yeah, well, a couple
You
times.
feel guilty, right? Like, 'cause you're like, it's like knowledge and it's
Yeah, especially if I like paid for them for school. I just like. But
even
there's
if
so
you
much
didn't,
anger.
What is that guilt we feel about throwing away books?
I don't
when
throw.
we're-
I don't throw away books.
Well,
Because I would feel too guilty about it.
okay, well, what is that guilt? What is it?
Somebody put a lot of effort into a book. I think I couldn't. Like even if I hate the book,
We don't treat it as the physical thing that it is. We treat it as the ideas it represents. Like, when you work in books, you're like, this is fucking garbage, and you're ripping covers off shit. It's like a really weird, harrowing experience. I'd assume it's a lot like working in the meat industry, you know? Where soon enough you're just banging calves against walls and shit. Yeah, look it up.
It could even be a subjective guilt that's like the equivalent of throwing away a barbell. You're like, that you've never used. Like, you're like, oh, am I really committing to that? Yep, throwing away the barbell. And also the garbage man's going to be like, Jesus Christ. He's all ripped.
It's 9/11.
it's 9/11.
Savannah?
Yes,
Like
Savannah.
like the biome?
Yes, exactly like the biome, but with only one N. So the biome, but with one N.
Savannah?
Savannah, yeah.
Where apes supposedly started walking upright to see over the tall grass and then to free their hands for tool use. But not
Wow.
true, the Savannah theory.
Okay.
Wiped off the charts in 1995 by virtue of finding a new semi-human that had nutrients in its bones that could not have been the result of eating food on the Savannah. So we're living in a world where we don't know where humans came from.
Aquatic ape.
All right, so... but I'm sure it's a beautiful name. So what do you think? You're a big Harmontown fan, and you're thinking like, when you apply your mind to how we could get people to show up to the Balboa Theater on Friday. Oh yeah, you didn't know I was going to twist it to that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, what did you think I was going to ask?
I don't know. I thought maybe you had a theory or something. I didn't know. My
Well,
boyfriend just told me to raise
what's
my
your
hand.
favorite aspect of Harmontown?
The prizes.
The cash giveaways.
The prizes and free alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want a drink? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
actually, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm driving.
No, but you know, like
Have a drink, Savannah.
What's a thing? Put it this way. So say I'm like a like a businessman that like bought Harmontown, and I'm like, I want to make Harmontown. I'm gonna give it to people. I'm gonna do something like, I won't get specific, but like you've been called in as like a Harmontown expert. Like all the other Harmontown listeners have been wiped out in some like pretzel factory explosion or like during like dollar tours, because they're frugal, they're practical, they love sodium. My demographic, it's the stuff. Look, polls don't lie. You guys love pretzels. So they're all wiped out, and you're kind of like you're sort of like the person who's in charge of like representing the demographic that is like that listens to the show. And so some like suit is like hauling you in and going like what? Well, so what's the deal with it? Why don't I just get rid of it? And what parts of it do I preserve? What's the point? And like what kind of things would you?
Well, I'm sorry to all the other Harmontown fans who are gone, but I think they would probably, if they were still there, would like maybe some of Jane's alcohol merchandise for Harmontown. Maybe give that
bring
away.
Some. I have some at my house. We could bring it to give away to the fans.
If you give it away in like bottles, like maybe
The
even
problem is
little.
that's highly illegal for like various federal reasons.
So figure that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to license his own booze.
Okay. And maybe more free T-shirts. More free T-shirts.
T-shirts. Oh, I think we have a shit ton of T-shirts.
Yeah.
We could just,
An Instagram contest, maybe, if you want to get the young people.
Instagram
or
contest.
Snapchat contest.
How does that work? How does it?
Well, you just give them a time limit to submit things on whatever platform you're going to use. For Snapchat, if you create like a filter for your show, it's $5 for just the evening, for just the area that you're doing it in.
What?
And yeah, $5.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
20,000 square feet.
Just a big old dick.
But I don't
You're
understand.
in Larchmont, bitch. Yeah.
Hashtag Spencer Dick.
No, just Larchmont.
I actually don't understand. Can you? Because I want to understand.
So do you use Snapchat?
I have.
Yes, okay. So on Snapchat, there are the filters you can use that companies can create. You can also create them for communities if you're not making any money off of it. And those are free if you get them approved and they meet the community guidelines, which I'm not sure if you're...
No, it will. It's great.
Okay.
I know a guy
You're
at
saying
Snapchat.
we could do like an exclusive Harmontown Snapchat thing that puts a dick on your head or whatever.
Exactly. So you would create the filter. It's really easy to do. I've done it for
And it
a
only
lot of
works
events.
in that geo.
In that you do
area.
a geofence. And for 20,000 square feet, you can do for like $5 for the day. You can do it.
And how does that also apply? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. You're a fountain of information. I'm like putting my thumb over you. But I also is there something similar to do that with Instagram?
For Instagram, it would be different. You wouldn't necessarily do a filter, though. Someone could take it with their Snapchat, take it with a filter, and then upload that to Instagram. Because now Instagram doesn't have a limit. You don't just have to do square photos. You can do the vertical ones, and then they could throw that on there. So you could do it either way. I would say do it separately. It's a little too much work. You want something really quick. So you could have them send it to you, like create like a Harmontown Snapchat account, and then everyone would take photos and then send it on their story, but also send it to the Snapchat account for Harmontown, and you pick the favorite one. You could broadcast them on the screen. You could do a lot of different things with it.
Maybe we could use one of those hashtags.
You could use a hashtag.
All right, so how can I pervert this into a way to... Because the only thing I need help with is getting people into the Balboa Theater on the 22nd.
I'm saying don't come.
That's what we'll put on the Snapchat filter. Anyone in the area will know.
Well, you could do it so they would only be able to use the filter if they were in that area. And then if you'd have to take a photo with the filter. Or they'd have to, tag themselves there. They have to take a picture maybe with someone, something that shows that they were at the event. Right. Or they just have to promote it themselves. So maybe they're not going, but they're saying go.
So people who, this is the age-old thing of, anyone who comes to this thing is eligible maybe for a thing that's,
to do something
at the top
there.
of that is, a big deal.
Restaurants do that. Like, The Habit, when they open something new, they'll, do that where you have to go and you take a photo with their Snapchat filter and then they give you free swag with The Habit on it, which is not maybe some people are really into The Habit, so you want a Habit hat. But for other people who want Harmontown swag, they could take a photo, and then if there's evidence they did that, then they could get something free when they check in with their ticket at the door.
What if you and a friend... But I want this to be contingent on all 1,000 seats filled.
We
You
could
and a
give
friend-
them. We could give them free habit.
The
hats.
prize is whatever the contest is. The prize is that then you and a friend, because we want it to be just technically an abduction. They come home with me and my friends on the party bus that I booked to go back, and then they come and they live in my house and they just come to work with me.
Yeah,
But it's like the
sure.
fine print is like you're getting up at like 7 a.m. sometimes, and like my dogs are gonna like Harvey will roll over and do a submissive pee on you. Like I don't make breakfast. Like you'll be drinking Soylent. Like
Yeah, you don't keep food in the house, really.
But like you can stay in I have a guest room, and then like you could then you could just come. You just come like if I could put you in a backpack, I would but like you just or handcuff you to me, and like I would just write Rick and Morty, and you'd be there, and that would be thrilling for some people.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Even the chance at it might make 1,000 people show up.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the contingency. Is 1,000 people didn't show up, so the top prize is a T-shirt.
That sounds great.
All right, we'll figure something like that out.
Yeah, it sounds like
Because that's
you
what
and me.
Because I'm I don't do stuff when I go home at night, like sit on a bowl of ice cream or like look at I don't have a shoebox of Polaroids or anything. So that's a resource I have where I could just have a person. This isn't an invitation to stalk me, but I'm just saying my life is compatible with just a person walking around. That's what Spencer and Steve Levy are. They just
We all cohabitate.
yeah, we're just a family. So
awesome.
maybe that's a luxurious package. I think that's what we did for the AIDS thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for Rick and Morty. They're gonna come out and
Sorry, Jeff did a thing. It was great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
all right.
Rick and Morty did an AIDS thing.
Yeah, where you could the more you donate, you were eligible for a thing where you do a voice on Rick and Morty, and then I think you hang out. But maybe it'll be
We still gotta do that, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
But Dan, you were talking about earlier about hanging out in Comicon is kind of a bummer. It's it would be fun to have a little party space. What if we had a little our own little?
Oh, well, we'll be hanging out at the Geek and Sundry Lounge.
Is that right?
Yeah, just go there. It'll be fine. What are they gonna do?
All right, Savannah, you want to see what this other guy has to say, maybe?
Yeah, sure. If
All right,
it's
you're not
okay.
afraid of a little competition. Why don't you come up, sir? You know who you are. Check your mic. Hello,
Wait,
sir.
are you Luke?
I'm Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
Wait, did you bring me the booze?
No.
No, that was Luke.
He looks like me though. That was another guy that was bald with a beard.
Oh,
There are many of us here tonight.
oh yeah.
I'm among my people.
And it's just it's to beat the heat. You're not a neo-Nazi.
I'm certainly not.
He's got one of those Hillary stars on his shirt.
That's what. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Oh, stars of David on your shirt.
They're Chicago stars.
Yeah, yeah. That they actually do look more like. It's fine.
I don't like the placement though, because they're right by.
What are we doing?
Tom, we're getting to know Zach, and we're welcoming him and not terrorizing him.
I want to, now that I know that.
All right. Well, I'll fill you in more carefully. Jesus Christ! I know. So the tail wags the dog around here.
Like this?
He's in a good mood, I think.
Yeah.
What's he really like?
Are you guys comfortable? We want you to feel that way.
As long as I'm amongst you and Dan and Jeff, I'm comfortable.
Zach,
Well,
what,
that's
And
not
I'm
very
sorry, what was your
often
name
in
again?
your life, apparently.
Savannah.
Nice to meet you.
Savannah with one N. Zach, what were you going to say? You said, because I'm curious, because I said I made the dumb Nazi joke about your shaved head. For those who are listening, he has a shaved head. And you said it's not to beat the heat, and you didn't finish. What is it?
It's just simply because I don't want to have a receding hairline. And I've got a little bald spot back here.
Yeah.
I'm actually about 3 days past the last time I shaved my head, so you can start to see it a little bit. And
Where
I
do you
need to
do?
get
How do
rid of
you?
that.
What, do you go to a barber, or do you just do it yourself now?
No, I just put shaving cream on, and
So
I got one of those like Mach 17 blade.
Oh, really? Do you bick it like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That seems like a tremendous effort.
I
It's
shave.
not really. It's really easy and very,
What? I just can't
very
even begin to
satisfying.
imagine like what every fucking
It's not
conceivable
a
row.
straight razor.
No,
They've got, like-
I'm holding like a Bic, like a.
But no, not one of the that, like I've got like the Mach or Gillette something. It's got like a rotating ball that has a bunch.
A Phantasm 2000?
Yes, it is a fantastic.
Boy. First, the first metal ball comes in and terrorizes your soul. The second ball kidnaps your body, fills it with formaldehyde, and fuck it.
Yeah. How many of those balls were there? I just remember
3.
There were 3 of them.
There were 3. I only ever saw Phantasm 2,
Which was fucked up.
I thought I was going to a movie theater. I was a kid, and it was a rated R movie, and I was with adults, meaning like my brother's friends, and like I didn't know the word phantasm. I was confusing it with Fantasia.
Oh.
And so I was like, why are we
Completely
going to see
different movie.
Phantasm 2? Who cares what happened to those broomsticks? Clearly the lesson was don't play with magic when the wizard's gone. I think that lesson is like learned. And I was like, what the hell's going on? But I just want to fit in. And then it was a fucking crazy, really cool horror movie. Phantasm 2.
Yeah, imagine if the tall man had like the outfit that Mickey was wearing with the hat. It would have been even better.
How is what are the rules there? Well, you just put on a fucking hat and all of a sudden you can make animated golems and shit out of brooms?
He had a book, I think a spell book.
He just touched... Oh, wait, maybe he did. All right, that tracks. I always thought that was like high-level magic he was tapping into. It was hard to
Well,
believe.
it was pretty. I mean, he made an army of...
Self-replicating broom men.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But then he gets more than he bargained for at some point, right?
Oh,
An army of self-replicating
Always.
broommen. Yeah.
that's what magic does.
It's always more than what you bargained for. That's what it says on the cover of that book.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your thoughts about like and listen, bonus points for if you have thought about taking it into the Balboa specificity. How do I move asses into seats for July 22nd?
Well, I'm in advertising. I'm in digital advertising, so I design digital ads and fingers, digital fingers, digits. Yes.
Like
I
digital
design
advertising is the easiest because you're like, hey, you have 10 of them.
Yeah.
Why not 11?
Yeah. It's all. I mean, digital advertising is essentially this.
I'm so
so
sorry.
here they are. They're all
sorry.
here. All 10 of them.
Zach, just pretend Dan's not here.
Too late.
So you shave your head, but you leave the beard. Okay.
This is how I produce a jawline.
Oh, okay.
I know what you mean, man.
If I don't have this, I look like a Muppet.
Yeah. What does that term neckbeard mean? You know, I always get so scared because they're like.
It's when there's no defining line underneath.
But that's good. I mean, I'm not.
It depends.
You have made a defining line, but
If you have a good, strong jawline, if you're like Jay Cutler from the Bears, who's
right,
who can do that and get away with it.
When it's bad, it looks kind of like a mane, like you're just a fat lion. Like it's not a beard on your chin. It's like this hairy ring around your neck.
Yeah,
That's like the failure of the neck beard, I think.
yeah.
So Zach, when you're doing the beard, is that all razor? Or are you doing electric around that? How do you?
Oh no,
because
this is
laser precise.
This is with a Bic too.
Really? So you just
I actually have 2 razors that I use. I use the bald Gillette 17 blade thing for this, and I use the Bic for this.
Also, am I wrong in saying, Zach, that you also go on top of the mustache?
Yes, I've had a beard since I was about 3 years old. So I've been able to perfect the grooming of said beard.
Well, then let me
I can't
ask you
grow
this.
a nice mustache or a beard. I have very splotchy, patchy, Johnny Depp used car salesman.
Well, you have a very beautiful face. You don't need to have... I mean, facial hair, I think, is for people that are kind of ashamed of their face. Like I am.
But you're a very handsome guy, Zach.
I've got a great beard.
Are you saying if you...
But you have great hair.
Are
Look
you
at
saying
that.
if we saw you without that beard that we would go like, oh my God?
Yeah, I wouldn't be up
Have you
here
ever
right
seen?
now.
Don't you get a little mad when you see so? Well, like Daniel Gillies last week, he had a beard. Like when handsome guys have beards, like it is kind of like it pisses you off.
Because it's the whole like.
It's like you can tell that it's like yeah, it is weird. It's like it almost looks like they're in disguise.
It's the whole like lumberjack, lumbersexual thing that goes on.
Lumbersexual. Yeah. I kind of have to. I'm into mannequins. I'm kind of a lumbersexual. Do you guys think,
just the leg though, right?
I got this haircut because I was on Larry King Now. Larry King Now. It's like TV Guide magazine. I got a haircut because I was going to be on webisodes of what used to be TV, and I thought it was a great haircut, and then Cody was laughing because she said that in the back he made me look like a Lego.
I saw that. It's a little too precise.
She's like, really? She was like taking pictures of me from behind. She wanted to do a split screen with like Lego guy. I guess I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I guess I was pretty straight that he did that. But I mean, I would have never. All right. All right. So digital advertising. What do you think? What do we do to get some butts in the Balboas?
My initial instinct is to think visually when advertising, and you've got 3 strapping young men up here that are part of the podcast. That I think we just do a shot with you guys in the same outfits that they're wearing in Now You See Me.
I don't think that's gonna. I mean,
It is. It's a. You listen to it.
Yeah.
It's a podcast.
it's just like we don't have budget for like a bus stop ad. I'm gonna say like all I can think of is bribery. Like show up.
That's what I'm saying.
And also
Prizes.
Promises. Like okay, so sometimes when we go abroad,
We'll build a wall.
like you go like well sometimes you get sometimes the traveling shows are the drunkest of all. Like maybe what if it was like okay, I promise you. Like, what are some features of a show? Like, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be drunk, but I will say I won't be blackout drunk when I take the stage. And to prove that, I'll prepare bits. Like, what's like a bit? If I were to do Savannah, if I were to do bits like a top 10 list, like what kind of what could come out of the Harmontown psyche that you think would be like a good like kind of feature that you like. Like Harmon's thoughts, or like I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh no, it's okay. Well, from the Comicon show last year, like kind of going over some of the things you saw at Comicon that maybe you could, then talk about for an extended period of time. So maybe your top 10 worst moments at Comicon, or moments that made you cringe, or moments that really made you connect with your culture.
You should dress as Poison Ivy.
But that's not. I mean, they're going to be like, okay, cool, dress like Poison Ivy. I'll look that up on.
If you can guarantee like guests, but maybe don't say exactly who they are, but like kind of give hints as to who they might be that are vague enough that people won't be disappointed.
Yeah, that's what we do, Dan. We just say that we have an awesome guest.
Have a couple awesome guests.
Spencer and I are both gonna dress as Slave Leia.
And Star Wars 8 is going to make an appearance.
Curtis Armstrong. We'll text Curtis Armstrong. I heard him.
Yeah. By the way, where is Curtis? Have we lost him forever? What's going on?
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah. What happened to Curtis?
He said some racist shit to me in the parking lot. And I was like, dude, that's cool, but like people should know you're racist. Yes. And he's like, I don't care about my image, Dan. And I said, yes, you do. And he's like, no, dude. People with different colored skin from me are less people. And I was like, Curtis, if anyone could hear you saying this right now, they'd be so brokenhearted. And he said, that's the point, baby.
That guy and Christopher Walken sound the exact same.
All right, wait, Curtis Armstrong. I think I only have...
Zach, do you have any impressions? Like at a party, like who can you break out as an impression?
Hasn't been on the show.
I mean, I can do a slight walk-in, but
give me a slight walk-in. Can you give me a slight walk-in ordering
All
breakfast?
right, well, Levy, make sure Curtis Armstrong is. Make sure we connect with him and see if he can do the show at the Balboa, and I'll pay him. Tell him he's got us over a barrel. And then if you come to the Balboa show,
Which you shouldn't.
guaranteed photograph and
Parking lot HJs.
I won't. I never really do this except at this show anyway. But it's like when we go out of town, I've been entering a phase where I'm kind of like, I don't want to do the thing. So guaranteed for sure. No matter how many of you show up at the Balboa, if you paid to get in, then part of that price is you're guaranteed. We'll have to figure out where to go. Possibly, maybe they need the theater. But I'll do a whole line thing or
Tacos
figure
El Gordo.
Figure out how you get a picture. You get a picture. It sounds presumptive. Try to understand. I'm a writer, so it sounds weird to try to sell that, because it's like it's a thing. But that would be that to me is like a basic thing. Like, oh, it's $24. We're driving to San Diego. I'm definitely going to get a photograph for sure in good lighting. Why are you shaking your head, Steve? Oh, because it's 1,000 people and it'll take technically until Monday to do it. Well, I've done it. I've done it before.
So you're gonna debut the Justice League trailer, and make a fake Justice League trailer and
Oh, I could show something. Write that down. Maybe I bring like a Rick and Morty clip in secret. Yeah.
Because it's right before we drop all the Harmon Quest episodes, let's just show all the Harmon Quest episodes.
It'll be after.
Even though CISO's not coming to that, and then they have no part of it.
Comic-Con's after we drop Harmon Quest. Speaking of which, we just wrapped Harmon Quest. 11 days. 11 days until you got to get CISO.
All right. If you come to the Balboa Theater on
July 22nd,
I will be there on stage. Do you think they have like airplay capability? Do you think we could get them to do like a projection thing? All right.
No, we can.
We'll look into this.
No, we'll do that.
I will. I'll write
a special Comicon episode of Rick and Morty.
live.
No, it should be more. I was like I'll write the Community movie, or like the first act of it. Right. Or I'll get as much through it as I can while you watch. I'll start
you'll just see the final drafts up on the screen.
Yeah, fade in, and I'll start writing the Community movie until the show starts.
Yeah.
And I will,
I like that.
And then prizes.
And then there'll be prizes, and and Spencer's gonna dress as Poison Ivy. Savannah's gonna be there, doing a Cirque du Soleil thing.
She'll do her aerial ribbon act. It's amazing. You have to see it.
All right. Well, thanks to our PR department, Savannah,
Zach and Savannah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.